I'm gonna break my monitor, I swear.
Hey! We're recording the podcast!
Are you ready to rage?
Shut up!
Good morning to you, wherever you are, because it is
Morning somewhere!
for August 17th, 2026. My name is Burnie Burns. Nailed the timing on that one. Who always nails the timing? It's Ashley Burns. That's who. Say hi to Ashley, everybody.
It's because I studied this professionally.
Yeah, you. I think you might be the cool person in this relationship. I'm cluing
Wait,
into
what?
that on a regular basis.
What? Why?
I think people would rather hang out with you than me.
Why
I
do you
think
say
so.
that?
And because people tell me that.
When do they tell you these mean things?
Well, no. They don't tell me that exactly, but they do ask about you a lot. Like whenever we're in a group, and we've discussed this before. You're a social batteries go down person. I'm a social batteries go up person. So one turns into, if I may, you're like a little bit, as the night goes on, you like disengage, and then people tend to want to like re-engage or please that person.
So what you're saying is that I'm treating them mean and keeping them keen. I leave them wanting more.
Yes, I don't. I leave them like, that should have stopped like 2 hours ago. That's how I leave them.
Could you just like back off a little bit, sir?
Right. Like even when my university buddies were here previous week, they were just like, "Where's Ashley? Where's Ashley?" I'm like, "Hey, let's just forget about Ashley.
She's anywhere but here.
I haven't seen you in like 6 months. Can we focus on me and you, not on this Ashley I'm hearing so much about? How are you doing?
No, I'm good. I'm good. I had a great night of sleep. I'm second guessing all of my life choices. I might have gone to university if I could get one of these newfangled degrees they're offering.
This is the dumbest thing ever.
It's fantastic, though. So there is a university now officially offering a degree in influencer.
Hey, just so you know, listening out there, you don't have to engage with this. You can just turn off this podcast right now and go about your week and not know about shit like that there's an influencer degree at the collegiate level in the United States.
But if you
now.
turn off now, how are you going to know what they announced at D23?
Oh,
How are you going to know how many hours it's gonna take you to watch all the Marvel stuff to get caught up for Doomsday?
Here's how you'll know. There's about 1,000 degreed influencers that are about to hit the fucking market.
They're going to tell you all those things.
A degree in influencer. And does it have a more formal name like the Master of the Modern Media Arts or something like that?
Yes. They're offering a bachelor's degree in content creation.
That's fucking worse. That's so much worse. Go back to influencer. Oh my God.
So this is Arizona State University. They've recently launched this new bachelor's degree for content creation, so you can major in influencer. And I don't know. The thing is, I'm actually not against a degree like this because it's not the first time something is like that happened. Like having a degree in social media management, like that's a thing that I think some universities started offering when companies were like, oh my God, get me a teenager who can understand Twitter, right? Like make me the next Burger King. I'm sorry. Let me back that up. Make me the next Wendy's. We all want to be Wendy's.
Right. We all want to have the snarky brand account on Twitter.
That was a real era.
It was. And then like everything else on Twitter, the era ended, right? And
right.
Now it's like whatever it is now.
But there was an actual professional demand for people who specialize in that thing. Now, and one of the interesting things about influencers is I think it's replaced like movie star, an astronaut, and firefighter as like the thing that kids aspire to be. Right now they aspire to be influencers. And this is maybe kind of offering them a way to, in a professional way, pursue that path. I don't know what they're teaching them.
So from your perspective, you're saying that this is a modern aspiration that people have for a career. So it would make sense for a university to offer this as a career path to train people to go into.
Yes. However,
can I take a more cynical view on it?
Please do.
Fucking horseshit the whole way down. The whole way down. It is bullshit universities trying to find a way to milk people. They can't offer a real curriculum here in this. What the fuck are they going to train them on?
That's the thing, right? That's the big however is like, what are you going to teach them? And influencer isn't like you're going to, go out and get a job with Colgate, being like the Colgate influencer. That's not like, you're not going to fill out a job application being like, I majored in this. At best, they'll teach you how to use the platforms, how to they're going to best practices for audience engagement and retention and growth and how to work with brand partnerships. That's like the best case scenario, right? If they're really reaching for the stars, money management and like what to do when you start making money on social media. That might be a little bit too ambitious for this program. I don't know.
All the truly valuable hard stuff you could learn in a business school, like sales, right? And management and things like that. And even like personal finance, like you're talking about. That's all. So what's the influencer part of it? What, selfie 101 or something,
Yeah, I don't know.
Because algorithm stuff?
There's so many types of influencers. You can't really teach like one specific kind of content creation, right? So I wonder if they would spend time like studying like different sorts. And saying like, you can model yourself after this, you can model yourself after this, you can model your stuff after this. Once again, I don't know. Is Arizona State like a university that you would trust for this sort of thing?
I would trust that they would make that degree. I would say that. It's got a reputation as being kind of a party school. That's where Scatterbo's from. Remember Scatterbo?
Scatterbo!
Yeah, he's from ASU. But Sun Devils.
So is this why you're against this? Is you actually just don't like their college football program or what?
No. I don't care what university. If the University of Texas was offering this, I'd say this is bullshit. They're trying to milk like money. I don't think they're providing any value, and they're going to charge a shitload of people. University is already a massively declining value, right? Let's be honest. And so now they're
and
going to
there's
offer
an entire generation
that
who feel they got tricked into going to university, and then the university degrees that they paid so much for and studied so hard for have not guaranteed them the job security and career future that they were promised, right?
People at that age were trapped into feeling that they had to go, right? It became almost mandatory to go to higher education and go get a bachelor's degree. And now it's like one of the few avenues they have to not go into university and carve their own path would be this stuff. So now they're going to offer a degree. What do you get the diploma? First of all, how would you like to go to college for 5 years, study mechanical engineering, and then you're at your graduation ceremony?
Like walking across the stage behind the guy who majored in content creation?
Or like you got to watch all the influencer department from the College of Communications like go across the stage. That would take like 45 hours, just for them all to stop and get the right photo and everything. Goddamn, what a nightmare. But when they get their degree, right, and they have their degree in content creation or influencing or whatever you want to call it, what do they do with it? Where do they go?
That's a real trick, isn't it? Like that's a big catch, is that having been through the meat grinder of internet content creation and making things and trying to break through on the internet, no matter how good you are at it, you can never guarantee success.
No way. There's no way. And YouTube's already like raising the floor for when they're going to monetize new creators.
They're like doubling the requirements for new creators before they can monetize their stuff.
Imagine if they required a 4-year degree. Can you imagine?
You're gonna need, before you can monetize your YouTube channel, you're gonna need to send us in a scan of your diploma.
Wait until there is a fucking influencer scandal because they faked their
bachelor's degree,
their academic credentials. They have an academic scandal for a fucking influencer. Oh my God, unbelievable. I just don't see the value in it.
I think way. I can see why a university would do this in attempting to reflect modern aspirations. I think it's a trick in that no matter how educated you get about it, you can never guarantee that you're going to be able to make a living doing this.
Also, it changes every 14 seconds. Like somebody at Google or Amazon for Twitch, they flip a dip switch somewhere in the algorithm and suddenly everything you do and everything that worked 5 minutes ago doesn't work anymore and you got to pivot constantly. How are you going to teach that?
Maybe like every 5 years you have to go back for a refresher course.
Maybe
in the new platforms.
I would be happy if this kind of thing killed all the Instagram reels, which tell you how to make an Instagram reel. Are those you getting those now? Like
I've had a couple of those, and I do my best when I get a reel that I'm like, ugh, to scroll past it fast enough that my algorithm goes, oh, all right, I won't do that again.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, I guess she's got strong feelings about this one. We'll go in a different direction.
Yeah.
We're gonna find more family vacation spots. She likes to sit on those ones for a while.
I think if you're gonna like put people through a content creation curriculum, it should be just in the film school or in media, like how to make stories and do stuff like that. And then people can apply those learnings to the personality side of things to tell a story. Because everyone's just like making up a fake life anyway, right? They're telling a story about themselves from their perspective.
Nothing you see is honest. It's all curated.
It's like first person to the nth degree. That's what it is. It's like the ultimate first person POV storytelling. That's what all the Instagram influencers are. Nobody's doing all that shit. And they're getting up out of their bed and like going for the walk on the beach and then going to the little town and getting the coffee and all that stuff. You think everyone's doing that every single day of their life?
Anytime someone is like, I get up at 4:30 in the morning, I'm like, no, you fucking Joe, bitch. And then off I go.
We've seen people like they like have this like really happy thing when you're in any kind of vacation spot. They do this the pose near the landmark or whatever. They're all happy. I don't know what the name for it is, but I always love to see when someone's taking the photos and they're all happy, enjoying, like holding their coffee in the way that nobody ever holds their coffee. Like they're posing with it. And then as soon as they're done taking the photos, they're like the mood, like you can watch their body language.
Everything droops.
Right. And then they go look at the thing.
They switch off.
They look at the photos to make sure they're okay. Like look through 1,000 fucking photos. Anyway, I might not have a high opinion of this guy. Anyway.
Well, it's certainly not a high opinion of the bachelor's degree's ability to guarantee you a successful future in this field.
Yeah.
Right?
It should only be master's level. That's it. Wait till there's a
Wait till you get a PhD.
Doctor of content creation. Oh my God.
I mean,
there's going to be somebody who'll be the first one in that.
There will be. We don't know that that's not the case already. Like someone who's like studied something else and they've gone and written a dissertation about, about influencers or like how they impact other people or like how they affect, I don't know, societal change or whatever.
Well, I think the ASU degree in content creation will set the record for time between when it was created and when it was replaced by a computer. Like it'll be 6 months, right?
Right.
That you could have had the degree. They won't even finish their first year, right? And they'll all be replaced by AI bots at that point.
Well, I guess if they don't finish their first year, they can at least switch majors.
What's that? Yeah, they can switch majors to what? Business or something?
Computer.
Can you imagine transferring? I want to go to computer. Jesus.
I'm majoring in computer. Thank you.
Listen, these are highly coveted careers. I get it. They are highly coveted. I don't have to accept that. I really don't. I don't have to accept that. I know. And there'll be people say like, isn't this what you do and what you have done for 2 decades? Like, yeah, this is all earned. Every bit of this ire.
You've earned the grump. It's fine.
This isn't the guy sitting in the corner going blah 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 like sour grapes. I learned to hate this in the trenches, motherfuckers.
You were born to it,
right? I wasn't. The world was better.
You simply adopted the influencer. I was born to.
There is sometimes you wake up in a cold sweat. It's like, did I help invent some of this stuff? Like, was I part of the problem? It's funny too because this YouTube thing that actually is going on where they're raising the floor. Like, are they something like doubling the amount?
Yeah, let me look up the new requirements.
The milestones that a new person has to hit before they are eligible for the partner program.
Yeah, it's here we go.
Years ago, we tried to start a union. Right? It was Hank Green and I, Casey Neistat, some other people. It was really Hank's thing. Tried to start a union, and the big thing there that I wanted to do was my main goal was to get YouTube to require people to join the union the way that like union productions do so that people could get like healthcare and things like that. Not so important to people outside the US, but that was one of my main goals for people in the US. You know what I mean? And even stuff like 401k and things like that, because that's the kind of things that unions do. Everyone associates them with, managing or negotiating rates and things like that, which it is helpful for collective bargaining. But then also it's like, a lot of people I know who are in SAG-AFTRA, the Screen Actors Guild, that's where they get their health insurance, and where they have any kind of semblance of a real retirement program or something like that. They get those benefits for the union. There's not really that stuff out there. And there's certainly not for people who are on YouTube.
All right, so here are the new requirements for the YouTube Partner Program. Effective the February 1st, 2027, new applicants are going to need 1,000 subscribers and either 8,000 public watch hours or 20 million shorts views, which doubles the current thresholds for ad and revenue sharing.
Oh, wow. 20 million is a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, 20 million. Do you think that you got 20 million collective, like views on all your collective stuff?
To put it in perspective, there is not a single video besides the Angry Birds trailer on the Rooster Teeth channel that has more than 20 million views. Those aren't shorts. They are the long form, whatever, like pure videos, real videos. I don't know what you would call those. But there isn't a single one besides that one Angry Birds one that went viral. That's got 25 million views on that one video, So just to put that in perspective, they're going with an aggregate there. But it takes a while to amass 20 million views. Can't take that for granted.
Yeah, so they're basically like doubling the floor, the low bar that you have to meet before you can begin earning money.
What if you have a degree?
So
Can you short circuit that?
Yeah, you can have the requirements back to where they were if you get a degree from ASU.
Right. Listen, that's going to go other places now, I'm sure. It's not going to be just ASU. You just were the fucking morons that did it first. So congratulations on that. Does it pay you retroactively? That's what I wonder too. So when you hit the 20 million threshold on the short.
No,
I'm
going to say no. I haven't asked Mr. YouTube if that's going to be the case, but I'm going to say no because it doesn't do that for the partner program already.
Right.
They don't go back and pay you for all the views that you got.
They should.
They should, but they're not gonna.
You know, they should go back and write like the people that were making huge videos before the partner program even existed.
Go back and write them a big check.
I think Ask a Ninja is owed a massive check by Google. Not really even by Google, because Google acquired the company YouTube. That was the company that hosted the Ask a Ninja videos. And that was before they had a partner program. I've always felt like they deserved a big fat check.
Write the ninjas a check, guys.
Write the fucking ninja a check.
Give them you know what? Give them an honorary degree while we're at it. If ASU came to you and was like, we're going to give you an honorary degree at influencer, would you take it?
100% I would take that degree. Yes, I would. I would do that. And I would, just for the chance to make the speech.
You're gonna like hang that on your wall behind your desk so that everyone knows that you're an official influencer.
I would be in the middle of the stage. They'd be handing my diploma. I'd have my selfie cam on going, hey guys, what's up? Get the degree. Fucking hell.
Finally decided to go to college.
And then I would protest. I would like take off my robe and I'd have a shirt that says pay Ask a Ninja. That's what I would have. You don't even need to pay him. Just take money and throw it into the shadows. The ninja will get it.
They'll catch it.
That's where the ninja is now.
That's what they do.
In the shadows. All right, what else is going? Get me off this topic.
Back to Disney. All right, so D23 was this weekend, so they basically laid out a bunch of announcements. One of the big ones that I imagine you will care about is that they announced not all, but a lot of the cast for Xmen. They've announced, let's see, that one of the big ones, Adam Driver, is going to be Mr. Sinister.
Right. That was the switcheroo announcement that I was talking about on the sponsor chat this weekend.
He was like, I'm going to be this. And then he was like, just kidding, I'm Mr. Sinister.
By the way, I'm going to be this, as he said, I'm going to be Magneto.
Right. Who they also, they announced the casting for Professor X. They haven't announced a Magneto.
And so everyone started cheering like crazy. And then he didn't even say he was Mr. Sinister. He said he was Nathaniel, whatever, the alter ego.
The real name or whatever of Mr. Sinister.
Of Mr. Sinister. And then it was like, you could hear a pin drop. Like, why would they let him do that? That was a pre-recorded segment. Somebody should have said like
everyone had all the opportunities to be like, I don't think this is going to play.
You're rug pulling the biggest villain in X-Men? You know, that seems weird to do that for your announcement.
I guess.
And that went about how I would have expected it would have gone, that announcement going that way. Are you excited for new X-Men?
Sure. I mean, I'm excited about the cast. So they've announced in addition to characters that we've already been introduced to, but Spider-Man is still in the spoiler window. Is it?
Spider-Man Brand New Day is probably still in the spoiler window for us. Why? What do you want to say? Oh, because of, okay. No, I got you.
In addition to some characters that we've already kind of been introduced to, they announced Kit Connor is going to play Cyclops, Christopher Abbott is going to play Professor X, Maya Boyd is playing Storm, Samara Weaving is playing Emma Frost, Indy Navarrete is playing Rogue. And then, of course, Adam Driver as Mr. Sinister. So not like the full cast, but like they're putting the team together.
What about Wolverine? That's what I'm curious about. Is it going to be Hugh Jackman all the way
down?
Till
he's 90.
I know, right?
No, I don't know what they'll do with that. They might just like not have him in it if give him a little time to rest as a character before they bring him in for a new generation, possibly.
Sure, give him time to rest like they did with Robert Downey Jr. Somewhere else. I am excited about the X-Men. I love the X-Men. I grew up reading the X-Men. I was thinking about this the other day. In general, the mutant characters in the Marvel Universe, it seems like those are the most prone to suddenly becoming way overpowered. Like there's always like, for a lot of the mutants, there's a moment where they like reinterpret the character in a way that like blows their, like Magneto, for instance. He's a guy who controlled metal. So he's like, you X-Men, I'm going to wrap you up in an iron bar and stuff like that. Nope. Then he can control the entire Earth.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, also your blood's got iron in it. So guess what?
But then they even go like Jean Grey. She's telepathic. She's telekinetic. But then suddenly she can do whatever the hell she wants.
She's going to bend reality.
Right. And the Scarlet Witch was like, she could, her hex power, I think, would just make bad luck happen.
Scarlet Witch is an X-Men?
She's a mutant. Yeah. She's Magneto's daughter. Did you know that in the comics?
No.
Oh, yeah. So Magneto, they kind of reference it in one of the X-Men movies with Quicksilver, that when it's Michael Fassbender, the Quicksilver character like references that her mom knew a guy a lot like him or something at one point. They just kind of referenced that.
Okay.
And even Iceman. Like, Iceman is a snowman who shoots snowballs and rides around an ice slide, right? Nope. He can, like, suck away all the energy in the universe, and he's actually one of the most powerful mutants to ever exist.
What?
And, like, Cyclops. What is Cyclops' power?
He got laser eyes.
Exactly. Cyclops has laser eyes, and he has the goggles that he has to control it with, because if he opens his eyes, he can't control the laser eyes, right? Nope, that's not what Cyclops' power is.
What's Cyclops' power?
Cyclops' power is
charisma?
That his eyes
He got an influencer degree?
He got an influencer degree from ASU. Cyclops' power is that his eyes, when he opens them, are a portal to a different dimension that is filled with punches or something. This is real. Look it up.
Hold on.
And they like retcon. Everyone's got to have this creep of power in the mutants.
The autocomplete Cyclops' eyes are portals.
They're portals to like a dimension that's filled with punch or kicks.
Cyclops' eyes are often described as portals to a dimension of pure kinetic energy known as the punch dimension.
Right. Why? Why can't it just be lasers?
So anything coming out. So basically, that dimension just leaks punch straight into our dimension, and that's how he's blowing stuff up. Anything that he looks at gets punched.
When he opens his eyes, you get hit with a universe-sized punch. That's what happens.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of digging it.
It wasn't enough to just be lasers. Eyes. They always have to scale them. I don't know why. Like Iron Man is Iron Man. He has a suit, you know? And, he has a suit, and sometimes he adds to like, oh, no, we got a rocket launcher. Nope, this guy's got punch eyes. That's the reason why they always scale up the mutants.
Well, but X-Men's not coming until well after Doomsday, which they also spent some of D23 talking about. And I saw a fun thing. If... for example, you want to make sure you are fully like up to date and refreshed on everything Marvel, and you want to watch all the Marvel stuff that they've put out before Doomsday comes out, you can do that. It is achievable. You need to start now, and it's going to take 2 hours a day.
2 hours a day.
There's like 300 hours or so to catch up on. So you need to get started now, and you need to really be committed if you want to watch all the Marvel stuff.
300 hours, so 2 hours a day. I've got to watch for 150 days.
Yes. Yeah.
Does that mean there's 150 movies? Or are they counting all the series as well?
That's all the series. Of course, that's all the series as well.
Right, because 150, that's a lot.
And that's like including like the Netflix series. Hold on, let me look at the thing and see if that includes like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and all that stuff as well.
You got to watch that Secret Invasion. Have they retconned that thing yet? The Secret Invasion?
Not yet.
They got to, right?
Not yet, but I imagine that it hasn't been retconned. I think it's basically just been fully ignored.
I wonder, too, if like everybody who was cast in that will never be in another Marvel thing ever again.
Right, they're just like, we will never acknowledge you ever.
We can't take the time to explain this, We already have 300 hours of content.
All right, so I think you're going to get off light here. It doesn't look like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Is included here, but all of the all the Netflix era Marvel shows are included. Okay. Because some of those characters have started showing up more MCU central.
Well, the good news is after you watch 300 hours of Marvel content, you're
halfway. Not going to watch anything from. You're going to be like, I'm too tired to watch Doomsday.
You're halfway to an ASU content creator.
I got a degree in Marvel.
You get to place out of your freshman and sophomore year. Good for you.
The nice thing is when you get your diploma, they give you eyes with the power of punch.
Exactly, the power to punch anything from a whole universe of punches. Wouldn't it be a better power to just send people to the universe of punch and then they're getting punched?
Right, like imagine someone looks at you and you get sucked through their eyes into a universe where you're just getting punched forever.
That'll be the next evolution of Cyclops. He'll have that ability ability at some point to pull someone in to the Punch
and just
universe.
send them to Punch.
That's what his butthole does.
They did announce some other stuff, some new like follow-ups to a lot of their popular franchises. There's like Frozen 3. They're doing another Zootopia movie. They're doing
Wait, they're doing another one that fast?
Yeah,
That's kind of cool. That's a big franchise.
Zootopia is doing like good money for Disney, so you're gonna keep it going, I guess. They announced a Bluey movie, a new season of Ahsoka.
Dude, that Bluey makes a lot of money, dude.
Look, Bluey makes a lot of money because everyone loves Bluey.
Yes.
Right? Adults, like grown-ups, the parents who watch Bluey with their kids love it as much as the kids do. Because it's like they get a completely different layer to the story.
Which I've always been fascinated by, right? Because there are things that change over time, but not that much, right? Like what we teach kids, like be nice, share. Yeah, now there's stuff like screen time and stuff like that. But you can let go of the episodes that tell kids not to smoke in the coal mine and stuff like that, because those aren't relevant anymore. But why are we always making new kids shows? Because everything is new to a kid. Like, why don't kids watch Sesame Street? Why don't they watch Electric Company? Why don't they watch, whatever came in the 90s?
Bernie, you know the answer to this.
MTV News, what they watch in the 90s.
It's to sell them the new toys.
Yeah, I get it. But then the old people are still trying to sell their toys too, right?
No, they stopped making them. They're onto the new toys.
Oh, so you're saying the Sesame Street people moved over to Bluey? Is that what you're saying?
Maybe. I mean, I do think that that there's fewer kids watching Sesame Street now, and they're watching Bluey instead.
Right.
Right. Like it's a generational shift. There's always something for that, like that hooks the generation. There's been the Wiggles. There's been Blue's Clues. There've been all these different shows, and they're all still there. Mm-hmm. Right. You can still go and watch. Like
that's what I'm wondering. Why
the
not
first
just
season
go
of those
watch
things.
those?
But they can be harder to find because they're older.
Yeah, but yeah,
it's like which streaming service has a licensing for them right now? Like, didn't HBO end up with Sesame Street for a while?
I think maybe they did. Yeah,
you know, put that like right up next to like all of their like Sex in the City and stuff. You'd be like, hey, kiddo, don't watch this one instead.
Well, you talk about Bluey's up here with like Marvel. I mean, they're one step away from the Punch dimension on the D23 stage.
Bluey and his family better watch out.
Dangerous place for kids to be, man.
Yeah, they showed off a little bit of a new Incredibles movie. What else did they show? They showed some Kingdom Hearts is getting a series. I think I've mentioned that to you before, which is very exciting.
Ryan Gosling's new Star Wars movie, Starfighter.
Showed off a little bit of that. Coco 2.
People are really excited about Ryan Gosling's jacket.
Oh yeah, you think that's gonna do like a nice merch tie-in?
Yeah, because when he wears a jacket in his movies, and a lot of people buy that jacket, they'll release the jacket. I'm sure.
Of course.
I knew not a lot of people. I knew some people who bought the Drive jacket, and they all like.
Did they think they were super cool?
No, I think they regretted it pretty quickly. Like, it looks good on screen, but not necessarily when you're wearing it out to like the Taco Bell,
Well, it's because when you're in the Taco Bell, you're not driving fast enough for it to look cool.
You're not a degreed influencer. You can't pull that off now. I feel like you started me on a super cynical note today. And now it's like, I'm trying to get out of the tailspin.
It's fine. I understand you can't shake the grump.
That's okay. It's just so silly. I just think, I feel like they're more so than making fun of the influencers, I feel like they're just bilking money out of people, Well,
universities, that's their business, right? Is like they get money when students enroll. And so they're like, we're going to make this thing that the students want, regardless of whether it's actually going to stand them in good stead for the rest of their life, because we need students to enroll.
I like the University of Texas, right? I don't think they helped me enormously when I was there. I learned a lot about how to operate independently because there was 55,000 students there. There was nobody like making sure I was doing okay.
Yeah, you're not having like one-on-one career planning, making sure that like you're studying all the right stuff for your interests and that it's going to be sustainable or like professionally applicable.
So when they came back and they were like, do you want to join the Alumni Association? I'm like, no, I don't want to pay you any more money, like just for fun now. Now I'm not even getting anything from it. Now I'm just going to pay you for the heck of it.
Right.
Remember the time you used to pay us a bunch of money? Do you want to keep doing that?
Yeah. Right. Wasn't that a fun time?
That worked out really great. Let's keep that going. I'm very cynical about that. The money aspect of the educational system, especially beyond high school, I'm very cynical about.
Would you say that you're having a grump about it?
I'm fine.
Well, I would like to offer honorary influencer degrees today to Hannah Fisher and Malibu CA. Thank you both so much for sponsoring this episode of our show at patreon.com/morningsomewhere and roosterteeth.com.
Speech. All right, that does it for us today, August 17th, 2026. We will be back. Talk to you tomorrow. We hope you will be here as well.
Bye, everybody.